Welcome to Lunch Break. We get an hour lunch, so we're spending 15 minutes of it each day to talk about whatever. So, let's begin the week.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
Monday.
Today's Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday. That's what I said.
Sorry.
That's right, because we didn't do lunch break yesterday.
Yeah, I had to meet with my academic advisor and do academic advising.
Huh.
It was pretty nice. She was like, hello. And then I was like, hi.
Huh.
And we chatted about dumb stuff for a little bit and then signed me up for more classes. I'm taking the next Spanish class and environmental sciences.
Nice. What do you think you're going to learn about in environmental sciences?
Probably about weather patterns and how geography affects weather.
That's fun. So not like, you don't think you'll learn anything about like radar shit, do you? Like identifying?
No, I don't think that's really the focus. That's more of like the study of
Yeah, that's
weather
like,
for weather people.
what's the word for that? It's like
Meteorology?
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, this always confuses me. Like, why isn't meteorology the study of meteors?
Yeah. I just knew it was something weird that sounded way more spacey than it is.
Yeah. I think it's like the whole thing is just like, because it's a geography course that I'm taking.
Right.
So it's going to be like how rivers and being next to the ocean affects the weather and that kind of fun stuff.
Gotcha. I feel like meteorology would be super cool.
Oh, yeah.
Like, also, like, not really super useful, but like an insanely fun hobby. Because I'd love to have like my own like personal like radar stuff set up.
I know John's dad has.
John's
Yeah. John's dad has that.
Yeah.
It's how you would say it in Spanish. There's very little plurals. I don't know. Spanish is weird. I'm enjoying it.
Spanish is lame.
It's not that lame. I got to
lame-o.
I got to use it with Matt quite a bit. I wasn't speaking Spanish with Matt, but Matt and I went to a Spanish restaurant, and I was just speaking Spanish the whole time. They were like hyped about it. I was like, oh my God.
Right.
They really loved the Spanishness.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the Spanish lady was complaining to me. She was like, Inglés es muy difícil, está loco. She was like, it's really difficult and it's crazy and it doesn't make sense. Because, like, with the way that I like to explain it is Spanish is like, it's kind of like a can of beans that says beans. Like, it's exactly how it is.
Right.
There's no weird, funky situations, how in English where you'll see night and night, where night looks like it's knight, but it's just night. That doesn't happen in Spanish. If it looks like John or anything, it's pronounced how it looks.
Right.
There's no funky dunky theirs, or yours, none of that fun stuff.
Right.
It's very simple.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I feel like I could order food in Spanish, but that's about it. Like I could just do like the basic shit and get by.
Oh yeah.
I'd be able to order food and get mostly what I wanted. Like I think I could do that if I had to. I almost never have to do that. So
I've really impressed her because I broke up some like, this isn't first week Spanish. This is like third week Spanish.
Right.
Technology or skills. But like I said, we are ready to pay the checks.
Right.
Which, that was, I had to think about it for a second, but I was like, oh yeah, I know how to say that.
Yeah.
Which it's nosotros listos pagarmos las cuentas.
Right.
She was like, oh my God, está muy inteligente. I was like, a veces. Sometimes.
I knew that once.
I had to think about it for 5 minutes, but yeah, I know how to say that.
Right.
Oh, how's work going?
I'm sitting a lot
Chilling?
of sitting down. I turned in a bunch of stuff. I got my score stuff sent back to me, and apparently I'm like almost perfect. Almost, I'm like right there. You know what I mean? Like supervisor was like, if you just, I think if you just locked in for a little long, she didn't use those words exactly, but something along those lines. For like, then you'll hit
Bird
the
up.
thing. Yeah. I'm not really going to try any harder than I already am. I think it's fine. It is what it is.
Understandable. I'm in the doghouse right now.
Yeah.
It happened again. Like, I submitted a project, got a massive rejection because they're like, oh, here, design this stuff that's completely out of scope of the design. So then I was like, I'm going to tell my supervisor about it. And he was like, screw it. Go ahead and redesign it like that.
Right.
I was like, these redesigns they're calling for is quite extensive. It's basically the whole map. And he was like, yeah, fuck it. Go ahead and do it. And I was like, okay, so I guess I'm going to do this massive redesign, even though the scope of the project is like change this one line to a different count, and that's it.
Right. That's really weird that you keep getting that kind of crap. That's strange.
My supervisor's like done dealing with it. He's like, screw it, just fuck it. Get him off my back and just do it.
Right.
I'm tired of this back and forth shit.
Yeah.
Another thing, this is off topic, but it's a throwback to last week. I saw a food truck in LaGrange for Chick-fil-A. It was a Chick-fil-A food truck.
What?
Yeah.
What? That seems very odd.
That's what I was thinking, like a Chick-fil-A food truck.
Would they deliver? Maybe they just deliver. Like they already have it. Like you know how like you go if you cater Chick-fil-A, they always have like the already ready-made sandwiches. There's like a whole bunch of them. They just bring like a box of sandwiches.
That makes sense.
Maybe they just have like boxes of the ready-made sandwiches, and they're just sort of like they just give them like just sell them from the truck.
Yeah, it was at Walmart, so I was thinking maybe Walmart like hired them for a day or something because like employee appreciation or something.
Yeah. All I can think is catering. I can't imagine that they're cooking food in a food truck.
Yeah, I don't think so. I went up to it and I ordered a sandwich, just got a basic one.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, screw it. Chick-fil-A in LaGrange is typically not one here.
Yeah.
And I was kind of craving Chick-fil-A anyways, and it tasted the exact same. They got it to me really quickly.
Yeah.
I didn't hear any cooking sound effects or any smoke or anything.
I imagine they just have them all back there and they're just handing them out. That must be what it is.
And then it unlocked like memories of nostalgia because I remember I was part of the Big Brothers and Big Sisters group, and like we were meeting at one of their buildings for some extravaganza that the city was hosting. Like the mayor was there and everything, and there was an Arby's food truck there. So restaurants do have food trucks sometimes.
That's interesting. Well, it's not really a restaurant; it's more of a fast food place. But
yeah, that is true. It's a big difference between like a sit-down restaurant and a fast food chain.
I'd love to see a McDonald's food truck driving around
with a big M.
Yeah. On the top, the roof is just a big M on top. Or like a Taco Bell food truck. I feel like that's the least likely one to exist. Like Taco Bell, you kind of have to make it immediately,
or it goes crappy.
Yeah, it goes horrible. So you can't really just like stock up on a bunch of tacos and then put them in some kind of heating device and then drive them around and hand them out to people because they would taste terrible. So,
also off topic, kind of on topic because there's driving involved, but do you have any tips for new drivers driving on highways?
Honestly, like I feel like driving on the highway is so, in terms of difficulty, is overrated.
That's what I think too.
It's like the hardest part is getting on and getting off. Once you get on, just stay in the right lane, unless you're in Watterson, and in which case stay in the middle. And then just keep a good distance. The most important thing I think about being on the freeway is just follow the freaking speed limit when no one's around, and when there are people around, and like just find somebody that's like going like either 5 over the speed limit, and then just give yourself like a good big gap between you and them, and that gap will save you all the problems. Like any other issue that could possibly happen on that freeway will be solved by that gap being in front of you and that car in front of you.
Yeah.
If there's like a crazy thing happens, you have the big gap. If somebody's trying to merge in and they can't find a spot, you have the big gap. If, whatever happens, you have that big gap in front of you. Nothing's going to go wrong. And don't worry about what's happening behind you. Just focus on what's happening in front of you. What's happening behind you doesn't matter. And that's it. Like, I think other than that, those things, like, it's just, and just, don't be tempted to go faster because it's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's stupid. Like, really, like going faster than just this, like, 5 over even, like, that's fine. Like, obviously 5 over is fine. But, like, it just does, it's not worth it. Like, when you watch somebody speed past you and they, like, they fly down the road and then you see them take an exit and they get off the freeway passing, like, 5 or 6 people ahead of them. And then, maybe 10, 20 seconds later, you are at the same exit that they just, like, sped to get to. Like,
it's just a waste of gas.
Right. It's a complete waste. It's, like, that's not how traffic works. Just go the freaking speed limit and you'll be all right.
I'm only asking because one of my friends who is absolutely petrified of highways is, like, trying to drive on highways now, and they want advice. And I don't know what to tell them. Like, I find highway driving very easy.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess, yeah, the difficult part is merging in and merging off.
It's all psychological because it's just intimidating, but really it's like in terms of difficulty, it's like 1,000 times better than driving like inside of a city or on like Stroads or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
better than Stroads. Stop, start, stop,
yeah,
start.
and you don't have to pay attention to everybody around you like constantly. Like you kind of you need to pay. Yeah, you need to be aware, but you don't need to like. You're only really worried about yourself on the freeway. On you know, and when you're driving on Stroads, you're like, you know, stop and go or hitting red lights and stuff and stop signs. You got to pay attention to the people around you, and you can't trust them. People don't use turn signals. You got to rely on people to do what they're supposed to do. You got to rely on people not to go through freaking red lights or pass stop signs or whatever. You got to be aware of all that crap all the time. On the freeway, you just got one lane. Stay in your lane. Keep a distance in front of you.
Find a semi-truck or something.
Right, and just go the speed limit. That's it. It's
I could imagine there's like most highway driving is easy, only except for like very special spots like the Martin Luther King Jr. and the very downtown of Louisville. That place fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But
Anywhere near that airport is where things get horrible. But it's also like that's not really the Waterson, I don't think. I think the Waterson goes around it goes through like the center of Louisville, I think. The airport freeway, there's like the Waterson and then the airport freeway are both the hell zones. But like there's the river, like a riverside
71.
Yeah, that one's fine. As long as you get off before you hit the airport. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like once you get to the airport, then everything goes to shit. But if you just,
spaghetti.
Right. But if you just, but that, like, I don't know. And if for Louisville driving, like the best advice you can ever give anybody is if you're going from one side of the city to the other, just take Gene Snyder. Even if you have to go roundabout, even if you have to go backwards, or like go away from where you're going for a second and then get on it, it's worth it because it's going to be a much smoother drive, especially at night. It's so nice at night.
No traffic and completely straight.
Right. Like it's the perfect road.
I don't know. I think it's 71 that becomes this highway. It's like 71 and then like the Spaghetti Junction happens.
Right.
Right once you get past the Spaghetti Junction, you're on the MLK. And that thing, oh my God, it's not straight. It's just like straight turn, like literally like a 90-degree angle turn. Straight 90-degree angle turn, straight 90-degree angle turn. And then there's like merges on the curvy bits. And
that's awful.
Yeah, I remember driving to university before we started this job, and I had to drive there like every day on that thing, and I think that's where my fear of highways completely vanished. Like after conquering that thing, I'm just like, I feel like I can drive anywhere.
Right.
I feel like the only thing I have to adapt to now is not adapting to highways, but adapting to other drivers. I'm used to Kentucky drivers, but I hear other drivers are very different. I also hear that we're kind of lucky with how bad our drivers are. Like maybe we're kind of like thrown in the deep end.
Maybe.
Because Kentucky is infamous for having shitty drivers.
People don't use turn signals and they go way too fast and they have like, you can see the aggression in the way that they drive. Like I don't know, like if somebody's like going to pass you or whatever, you'll see like those little moments when if they think they can get in but they can't, they'll just accelerate really hard and you're like, okay, like
when they start turning to the right before going left.
Yeah.
What is that? Why is that?
If you're in a big vehicle, it sometimes feels like it's safer to do that because you're afraid of like hitting the curbing the side of your car on the turn. Or like if there's another car in like if you're trying to turn into a lane and there's already another car sitting there, you want to give yourself like a big wide turn so that you can get in without hitting them. But regardless, it's always sketch and you shouldn't do it. Especially like people. If you have to do it, whatever, but like most people that do it don't even look, don't even check to see if somebody's in the other lane that they're going into.
Else.
Like, yeah, and you get really good at learning. Like I always want to use the word body language, but I don't know what else to say.
Car language.
Like when people, you can tell when somebody is going to turn or somebody's going to like slow down or do something because there's little signs and you start to like pick those up. Like, oh, okay, this person's going to take this next exit, or this person's clearly about to pass this guy on the left side and then go forward. Like, you get really good at predicting that kind of crap because you can see it in the way that they drive.
I've seen this 1,000 times.
Right. But, I don't know. Like, I mean, that might be true about, like, getting thrown into the deep end here and having a little bit more experience. I do think, again, the Waterson, like, in terms of advice for that is just don't panic is really the most important thing. And like, don't stress about missing your turn or whatever, or like taking the wrong exit. Like just kind of, you have to just like put yourself in a mindset of it is what it is, and just, focus on getting into the lane you're supposed to be in. Because again, you could totally get onto the freeway on the left side and then have to get off the freeway on the right side and pass 5 lanes of traffic to do that. And it's terrifying every time. But like, if you just take it slow, and then like if you start trying to do that and you just don't get the opportunity, don't panic. Or don't do something crazy to try to make it happen. Just accept,
don't lane
okay,
split, just
right?
fly
Like,
down.
Okay, I don't have, it's not gonna work. I'm just gonna go ahead and continue on down this road and figure out how to get there some other way.
There's a specific part of the Waterson that I think about. It's not the one heading towards Louisville. It's the one heading back. I used to drive this route all the time, but there's this one part where it like splits off and it looks like it's gonna go to a different highway because part of it does. But one of the lane merges back onto the highway that you were originally on.
Yeah.
And I see so many people who are not aware that it comes back. So they'll start get on that and they freak out and fly across the road to get back. I've seen so many potential car accidents from that.
Yeah. There's a lot of spots where there's a lot of that happens a lot. Where there'll be an area of road where there's clearly a problem because people are not understanding what is going on in this section of road. And that nothing ever seems to be done about it.
Yeah.
And what's terrifying is like every single time you drive on that road, you see something. That doesn't mean that it's just happening when you're there. That means it's literally happening every single minute, like of every day. That is a constant problem happening in that spot. Like, that's freaky. Like, I don't know.
I'm always worried that one day I'm going to be driving around there and someone's going to freak out and just fly across the road and like sideswipe me or something.
Yeah. But also, like, I'm always under the mentality of like, I'm not really that scared of getting into an accident because I'm really confident in like somebody else could really hurt me. But even then, like, even if somebody sideswipes me, I feel confident that like, it is what it is. Like, if I'm going to fly off the road and explode and die, then what am I can't do anything to stop that. That's just going to happen. So like, I have the mentality of like, whatever happens, I'll be fine. Like, if somebody, like, and I don't, that's why a big reason why I'm like, don't really worry about people behind you. Like, if somebody's going too fast and you have to stop, just stop. Like, do what you need to do. You do you. Focus on yourself. If they fucking hit you, that's really not your problem unless they kill you. Like, and then in which case it's not your problem because you're dead. So, like, just focus on yourself. If somebody sideswaps you, I'm confident enough that, like, if that happens to me, I'll stop. Or I'll get into a safe place and pull over and be okay. Yeah. Like, you just got to be confident with your decisions. I remember that was a big turning point for me when I first started driving, was like learning that I need to just assume confidence, like not like stop second guessing myself or thinking like, oh, I'm like, what happens if this happens? Or thinking like I might not know what to do in this scenario. Don't think like that. Just think like, this is the same as everything else. Just make it happen. You're going to be fine. Like, whatever decision you make is going to be the good decision. Like, it's going to be the best decision you could have made at that time anyway. Just focus on making that decision.
Sounds like Jeremy Smythe giving information or giving advice to Joe Bishop.
Yeah.
The star leader captain.
Right. Work with what you have. But yeah, we already got to go.
Back to work.
Yay.
Oh, to Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yay.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
I almost forgot what day it was, but then I remember that we were talking about it being Whopper Day.
Happy Wednesday. Happy Whopper
Wednesday.
Day.
Happy Whopper Day.
Is this the Whopper thing? Is that all day on Wednesday or just a specific
it's all
time?
Day on Wednesday. It's every Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
I've been doing that for years, but you have to use like their app. But it's the only time when the Impossible Whopper is a reasonable price. Like, every other time, it's not worth getting, really.
Aren't they like $15 or something?
They're like $9. I guess it'd be $15 if you got like a meal or something.
Good Lord.
But like, no, it's like $15 if you ordered on Uber, I bet. Yeah. Basically, it's just not worth it to get them any other time. But on Wednesdays, they're like $4. So it's pretty awesome.
Start saving up so you can get some Whopper on Wednesday. Some not saving up money, but saving up like food credits or diet credits.
Diet credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care to. It would be cool. The only problem is that Burger King is far enough away that I don't care to go there.
Mm-hmm.
If it was if it was like we have a McDonald's like real close.
Yeah, it's like literally across the street.
Yeah, if we did that one, if they had something cool. The only thing I care about at Burger King is that freaking Impossible Whopper.
What's the McDonald's burger called? The Mac?
Well, they have the Big Mac and
There
the
we
quarter
go.
pounder
The Big Mac.
and the whatever.
Maybe McDonald's can do a Monday deal or something.
No, they don't do anything.
McDonald's
always
Monday.
have like insane deals online. You don't have to wait on a certain day. McDonald's have outrageous deals, like kind of grossly too generous deals online. But they'll give away like insane amounts of food. Also, like they sell like cookies, but they sell like 16. Like you get like 16 cookies, and it's like $5.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
I don't know. Maybe it's 12 or 16, but it's like an insane amount of cookies for like no money.
Have you seen the buy one get one free cookie too? Like it's like 1 million cookies and then you get another 1 million cookies.
Yes, I did see when they did that deal, and I was like, why? But that's insane.
One of our
It's outrageous.
coworkers at Taco Bell used to do that. She'd get cookies at McDonald's when they're doing the buy one get one free and have like cookies for everyone.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you have, like, a party or something, maybe it'd be kind of neat to just have
Yeah.
a shit ton of cookies, but, like, my God, it's just really bad for people, I feel like, because it's got to be most people just go there and be like, I want cookies, and, like, eat a whole freaking 1 million cookies. And like, oh, I got it for $6.
Oh, I forgot to ask you, how is work going?
I died.
Me too.
I'm dying, yeah. It's bad. I'm really not getting anything done today. I turned something in, but I do not feel good about it. I feel very bad about it. So, yeah. It's rough.
I'm currently just updating a project to the current standards, which I know will be changed in another month or so.
That's cool.
The current standards are specifically quite annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, everything I'm doing right now just is kind of lame. And I'm, like, very confused because, I don't know, it's been rough. I've been kind of just, I've gotten a handful of stuff that I'm like, I'm not really sure how to address the stuff in here. So, yeah, it's not awesome.
Have you been able to listen to the book at all today?
Oh, yeah, I've been mostly doing that because I have no idea what I'm doing at work, and I can't get a hold of anybody that can tell me what to do, so.
You're also on Bushfire?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm about halfway through Bushfire now.
Yeah, I'm probably a little further than halfway, maybe, something like that. I think I was on chapter, like, 25 or 24 or something. I actually have no idea about that, though, where I left off. Yeah, no, but it's great. I'm digging it. I can't really listen to it as much right now. I really only listen to it at work. But, yeah, because as soon as we're done today, I'm gonna go back to editing. I should be able to get that video finished, quote unquote, finished today.
You think you'll be able to watch it out here tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Well, I should 100% be done today, and we should be able to watch it. I just don't know. Like, I'm very strongly believing that I'll watch it and end up taking a lot of notes and making a lot of changes afterwards, because I haven't seen it yet. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what the video is like yet. So, yeah.
Every like little segment you send me, like the little 5-minute snippets at the very end of it, I'm just like, I want to see the rest of this.
Yeah. There's just, I don't know. It's got, I think it might have pacing issues that I haven't sorted out yet, and
Yeah.
it's largely due to the fact that I haven't really just watched the entire thing. So, yeah, I'll figure it out. But I do like it. Like, it's cool. It's a good video. It's fun. It's just, yeah. I always wish I could do more with those. Like, I like where it's going. I like what's in it. But I also feel like I want to figure out bits for the whole thing somehow, and not have it ever be just the content that it is. Like, for some reason, I want to just hyper fixate on everything. And I'm, like, not quite feeling happy with it unless I get it to a point where it's, like, I don't know, consistently being, like, heavy hitter stuff. But I don't know. It's like, it takes too much time. We've had that video sitting in there for 15 days. This is the 16th day that I've been working on it. I haven't had a lot of time to work on it. I can't remember why. I just know that I haven't really spent that many days on it. I know that I took the whole weekend off. I didn't touch it all weekend because I was like, I just really want to enjoy this weekend. I don't want to be thinking about editing. But
Friday was the volleyball day.
Right. Yeah. And then what happened Monday? Monday was weird. No, did I work on it Monday?
Did any of us call off on Monday or take a half day on Monday?
You weren't. You did. I know you missed lunch break on Monday because you.
Yes, I had to do my academic advising on Monday.
Gotcha. I probably started. That's right. So I basically Monday was the first day that I really was able to put a lot of time into like that last phase of it. Yeah. I don't know. There's a few things that I know would make the editing process much faster if there were features available in DaVinci. There's just like one feature that I wish was in DaVinci, which is just like a truncate tool. I think would be awesome. Like an audio-based truncate tool. So I could while I also can rely on the script tool to sort of chop everything out and get rid of those empty spaces, a truncate tool would allow me to sort of like get everything tightened up without having to go through and tighten every single freaking line in the whole video. Like that part takes a really long time. In terms of just like when people are speaking, I want the words to come in a conversational pace. It's weird how much it matters. The gaps in between words matter. And I always do a ton of adjustments there throughout the entire video to like get us to have like a pacing in our words that's like keeps you engaged.
Yeah, I definitely know. Like, I noticed. I haven't seen like the whole video. I've only seen 2 5-minute segments, so 10 minutes in total. Quick maths. But I definitely, compared to the other videos, I feel like those segments. Again, I haven't seen the whole thing, but definitely I was very much engaged the entire time. There was very little like. There was like a bit going on, and then in the other videos, it would have like had a little slow bit in between. But I didn't notice any of that in the segments I've seen.
It's like the bit what I sent you kind of was like that 5-minute bit that I sent. I sent it because I knew that was a section of the video that you hadn't probably really seen other than the little clip I sent of part of it a while back. But like it wasn't even fully finished. It took me forever to send that 5-minute clip because I was like, I decided that's where I wanted to pull the clip from. And when I started working on it, I was like, oh, I haven't done the music for this bit yet. So I had to sort of finish the music part for that section. But like, there's just some stuff where it starts to really slow down later on, where there's a lot of like stealing and a lot of like rummaging through buildings and stuff, like whatever. And it's like, it's entertaining. It's fun to see like the progress or like what's happening in there, but it's not necessarily like very fast paced or engaging. So, like, I just don't know what that's going to look like when I get there. There was, I think, I don't know how much I was glossing over that part of the video when I was working on it. I try to like kind of skim over everything when I have a good opportunity to, and just take a moment to actively seek out bits that don't look like I spend a lot of time in, just to review those sections to see if there's anything I can cut out or anything I can like adjust. But I'm pretty much hitting the limit. Like any 5-minute segment of the video in a 5-minute segment is going to feel pretty okay. I don't know how it's going to feel watching the entire thing.
Yeah,
because it's a totally different vibe.
Something else I've noticed is I don't know what the term would be for this. I would just call it like edits per minute or something. It feels like this video is a lot more edited than the other videos.
Maybe. I mean, they're roughly. It all mostly comes down to how much we were engaging during the stream, you know? So if we were talking a lot, and if we are taking a lot of time in between whatever we're saying, you know, then there's going to have to be a lot more cuts in general. And then, but also like, it's kind of long. It's about 36 minutes, the whole thing, which is on the longer side. The last one was only like 25 or 24 minutes. So I was doing a lot more to try to like tighten things up as much as I could. I try not to do it too much though, because there's this also this thing that happens where you end up spoiling the viewer, and when I'm editing, the viewer is me, and I'll be like working on the video, and I'll have a bunch of dialogue be really tight, and then I'm anticipating the next dialogue to be tight, and a part of the video where it's a little slower, and it feels wrong because of how tight I made the dialogue in the previous section.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a bad habit because I don't want it to be like, I don't want it to be like all the way the whole through it, like, all the way through. I want it to have some kind of like dynamic, where there's a little bit of a speed up and then it slows down, a speed up and slow down. I just don't want the bit that slows down to be boring,
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's good to have some gaps, especially to sort of emphasize the thought process on something. Like, oh, we're going to do this, and maybe we'll do that instead. Like, that gap in my speech just now was a useful gap. But when I'm editing, I'll see a gap like that and go, I'm going to cut that out. And so it would just be like, bam, bam, instead of having that little brief moment where you're like, the viewer's like, oh, their brain is working on something right now. Like, you lose that if I cut it out. And at certain parts of the video, like, that kind of matters, that vibe of like, we're kind of figuring this out right now.
I'm guessing it's just like a weird middle ground balance between like too many, I don't know what you would call that, maybe jump cuts? I don't know. I don't think it's a jump cut. It's like
they're just, I guess it would just be regular cuts.
Like speech cuts.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want it to have it be like blah, 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 and then we did this. Blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Like, it has to be seamless.
Yeah.
Or it's going to feel off.
It's really weird. It's completely about the way that it feels, and there is no actual recipe for it. Like, there's no formula to make it work.
The recipe is love.
You just have to like feel it out and go like, oh, this doesn't feel right. Or like, and a lot of the time, like if I have a section of video where I'm watching it and I'm like, it doesn't quite feel correct. Sometimes it is just a matter of changing the speed at which the speech comes in, or like just a slight adjustments between the cuts will like make a certain section of the video feel completely different, and like, oh, that now feels more natural or more interesting to watch. But I don't know. Yeah, like I almost feel slightly rushed just because of how long I've been working on it. I just feel very little uncomfortable by the fact that it's taken me this long to get this one out.
The pressure's rising now.
Right. And like, I don't like that feeling because I think it's bad. I think that kills creativity.
Yeah.
Like that. I don't like the idea of deadlines. But on the other hand, like, I'm getting a little fatigued of this video at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And so at some point I'm going to start making bad decisions that just actively make it worse. Yeah. Tomorrow, I just need to finish the other half of the audio. I'm getting a little bored of the music in there, although I think it's fine. Like, honestly, if you're not paying attention to the music, which most people aren't going to be paying attention to the music, it's just more of a feeling than anything else. Then
it really helps with the atmosphere, I think.
Right? No, it's incredibly important. It's insanely important. It's absolutely critical. But like, it's
Skippy had a quote from the book very pertinent to what you just said there, like talking about how a soundtrack can make a movie. Like, it doesn't matter if like the acting's on point, if the soundtrack's whack, it's gonna people are like, well, something feels off with this. Right.
No, I've always felt that, again, like, audio is half the experience of anything. Like, like it's a half of the movie. If you have like a great movie and then the audio's scuffed, then the movie sucks. Like, that's just the way that it is. So like, obviously, like, I feel like the music is super important. I also feel like I want to pull more, like, add more music to it, and I'm trying to figure out a tasteful way to introduce new stuff to it, because I've been sort of, throughout all of the videos, been using relatively the same stuff, basically the Skyrim Scout soundtrack, even though it's not the full Skyrim soundtrack. I kind of went through and picked specific songs from the soundtrack to use throughout the videos, and so far they've been versatile enough to work.
I think picking from, like, staying in like the Elder Scrolls genres, so like maybe stuff from Morrowind and stuff from Oblivion may work as well, because it's all very similar music.
I was vaguely thinking about pulling stuff from like Diablo 1.
Ooh.
And like just some of like random, like the Diablo games kind of have like these very sort of slow, atmospheric-y vibes.
I'm sure like the town music could work for something.
Yeah. It's just like, it's important that everything feels right, and it's kind of sometimes hard to kind of get that correct. I don't know. It's weird. The music bit is so important, though, and I was always like, I remember in the old compilation videos I would make, I really just half-assed the music. I would straight up just go in and like drop. I'm like, this song's cool, put it in there. This song's cool, put it in there. And then just like, I wouldn't even think about it. I'd just add transitions to the songs and then just be done with it. Like the most half-assed DJing of like, cut the end of it off so that it merges into the next song a little better, and then that was it. But like, it totally sets the vibe, and it's really important that it fits atmospherically.
Quick change of topic, something I wanted to mention.
Yar.
Right before we started doing this, the Stranger Things 5 trailer dropped.
Yeah. Right.
Very excited to watch that.
Yeah. It should be pretty sweet. I haven't actually watched the trailer though.
Yeah, me neither.
I did watch I was sending you that video of the editor for the series, like showing the full timeline of it.
I watched like a couple minutes of that before I went to bed, but I definitely want to finish it.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like it's just cool to watch. It's cool to hear him talk about it. He mostly talked about his organization techniques and stuff, and like a lot of it just makes me think about what I'm doing for these videos, like just having things be organized and then like whatever. But obviously on that scale, it's like he's dealing with so many layers and stuff. Yeah. And I only have like some sections of our videos where like I do have a lot of stacking going on. But it doesn't look as crazy. But I don't know. It's cool. It's cool to see like what the timeline looks like.
There's a lot of good shows coming to an end now. Like Squid Games is over. This is going to be the last season of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
I know there's one other show that's quite popular. I can't remember what it is, but it's also coming to an end this year.
Huh. Yeah, it's a good year for endings.
At least they're not like, doing the Simpsons route where it's just like, oh, let's just pump out a million Squid Games.
Yeah. It's good that people want things to have a proper ending and not go on forever. Like this episode. Holy shit.
Speaking of going on forever.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah, well, to Thursday.
Yeah.
Bye.
Lunch break. Again. This is the second time we're recording this.
It's not Tuesday, it's Thursday.
It's Thursday. Yeah.
There was a little bit
Did I say Tuesday?
I don't know. My head said Tuesday.
Huh. Anyway, yeah, you got an immersion blender.
I got an immersion blender. Work sucks, and I got an immersion blender. I'm gonna make a delicious curry with the immersion blender. Immersion blender's that weird, like it's like a handheld blender that you can go. It's really useful.
Hand blender.
I've never really used one other than like at your old house. I remember we used to use it to make the burrito mix.
Right.
But I'm going to mix some tomatoes with some heavy cream or maybe some coconut milk. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use heavy cream, some butter, and a bunch of sauces or spices like garam masala and cumin and turmeric, all that fun stuff. I'm going to go...
Right.
And it's going to make a really thick and pureed, delicious, orangey, saucy, creamy curry.
Nice.
And I'm gonna make some buttered chicken curry on Friday, which will be very delicious. After work today, I'm getting chicken breast and chicken thighs. I'm gonna debone the thighs, deskin them, chop them all up, and then stuff them in a bag with some Greek yogurt, lemon juice, and a bunch of other spices, and slam that shit in the fridge overnight. So tomorrow, it's gonna be amazing. I also plan on getting a bowl and mixing it with some flour and some cornstarch, and then covering the chicken in the batter, and then shallow frying the chicken until it forms like a little bit of a crust.
Right.
So like 1 or 2 minutes on each side, and then I'll finish it off in the curry. So it should make the chicken kind of similar to like Chinese food chicken,
right?
Theoretically, although I'm not gonna slice the chicken thin like you would find in a Chinese dish. They're still gonna be like cubed. But it should have a very satisfying and delicious texture.
That sounds cool. I'm hyped. Should be pretty sweet.
Yeah, the immersion blender opens up a whole bunch of possibilities.
Yeah.
I've only used it like once before at your house when we were making burrito stuffings. And I can't quite remember what I did with it. I think it was like chopping up vegetables and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I remember boiling a bunch of onions and tomatoes and stuff and chicken, and then just shredding the chicken with forks and then finishing it off with the immersion blender.
Right.
But yeah, I can make it to make loads of things like salsa and hummus, and you were talking about earlier I could use it to make like perfect eggs or something. Apparently you can.
It's people use it to beat eggs, although again, like I don't know, that's like a very weird thing because I've heard that you're not when you make like scrambled eggs or whatever. I just use like a fork, and you want to do it lightly. I've always heard like it's bad to like overbeat eggs. Or, like, I guess it's not necessarily bad, but it turns it into something else. It turns it into, like, this airy, fluffy stuff.
There's probably a French word for it.
Maybe. Apparently, it's useful. I mean, I know it's useful for, like, if you're making, like, an ice cream or cake or something like that. I don't know.
I also could make, like, pudding or something.
When I said ice cream, I meant to say icing. But whatever.
Same difference. They're both very sweet.
Yeah.
Just one's cold, I guess.
Right. I mean, I guess ice cream with egg is custard.
Oh, yeah, that is what that is.
Yeah.
Is custard and gelato different things?
I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know.
I don't really know any methods for making eggs, but I always have good success making eggs if I'm like scrambling them by keeping it on like very low heat and letting it cook over time. Like if it starts to bubble or anything, I'll take it off the heat and keep it moving.
Right.
And then put it back down, and it just that gradual heating up rather than like the quick shock heat I find makes the eggs taste a lot better, and they don't like shrivel up and become like dense.
Right. Yeah. You want like fluffy eggs. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just bad at making eggs. Every time I do anything with eggs, they come out crazy, but I usually don't care because I'm just like, it's eggs. So.
I mean, it doesn't really, I don't really think it matters unless you're like a professional cook or something, cooking for people and trying to keep consistency.
Whenever I do anything with it, the only thing I can think of I usually do with eggs is just like omelets. And I like just making like omelets.
Yeah, it's hard to fuck up an omelet. It's just a folded egg.
It's an egg pancake.
I was going to say something about eggs, but oh yes, the only thing I can think of, like any advice I can give with cooking eggs, is just saving the eggs for like the last thing, unless like a recipe calls for it. Like if you're just cooking yourself,
right?
I'd cook the eggs last, and always with low temperature.
Yeah,
I know. I do it with ramen sometimes. I'll wait until the very end when the ramen's already cooled down but still warm, and I'll let that residual warmth cook the egg rather than the boiling water, because it's still enough.
Right.
I think that's also how you make egg drop soup.
Huh.
Which I'm a really big fan of that.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever been a big fan of that. I don't like egg in water. I don't like egg in anything watery. Like, to me, it just first of all, like, my first thought is wet dog, because you get that nasty egg wet smell. Like, I don't like it. Yeah. And like, so whenever I've like going to like Japanese places that have like freaking egg soup or whatever, have like eggs floating around in liquid, I'm always like, ugh.
Yeah, that grosses me out too. And typically, I'm not a fan of eggs in many dishes, but
right.
I don't know. I have a very soft spot in my heart,
right,
for egg drop soup, especially egg drop soup done well. The people that used to own Ling Ling, that Chinese restaurant near us,
right?
Her mom, oh my god, she would make like this amazing homemade egg drop soup, and it was just like heaven in a bowl.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I don't like eggs in many things. Like eggs, like when you have that like boiled egg in like ramen, not really a big fan of that.
I think about that a lot. I've been like thinking about just boiling eggs just to throw it in ramen, just to like figure out what that experience is like.
It's aesthetically pleasing, I guess.
Yeah, I like boiled eggs, and I like ramen. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't work. Just ramen loose in there is kind of ugh to me.
Yeah, or maybe like eggs and salad.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that can actually just make a salad epic. I never do that either, though. Never put fucking eggs in salad. John is over here making the most amount of noise, by the way. We're trying to record this thing, and John's just like blowing his nose, opening things, closing things. Now he's standing there smiling and staring at me while I'm trying to talk. Like, just driving me crazy.
Listen to the pod if you want to hear the story, man.
Is he coughing like crazy in there? Well, yeah. I don't know. I'm ready to go back to work because I'm about to start the next book. I just finished what's it called?
Bushfire.
Bushfire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on the last 4 hours, and things are just getting more and more intense.
Yeah.
They're bombing New York. They're attacking Jupiter. They're Valkyrie's stuck in an ice giant right now. Skippy's being all, I can't say anything, and Bilby's all like, I don't know, man. Things are whack.
Right.
So also very excited to get back to the book.
Yeah. Should be pretty sweet. The last, it was crazy, and the way it ends is also wild. Like, it's very fun. That whole book is awesome. These books just keep getting better. I'm so excited. I have no idea what's gonna happen on the next one. I haven't even looked at it really. I don't even know what it's called. So I'm just gonna like jump straight into it as soon as I get back to work. So I'm pretty freaking excited. It's super hard to talk about these books, especially now that we're this deep into it, because I just feel bad because we're just like, it's almost just giving stuff away for like insane amounts of lore that starts
Right.
to bleed into it.
We could start a dedicated X4 podcast.
That exists though. There are like dedicated podcasts for it.
The Skippy cast or something.
Yeah, it's like it's just like also the books are starting to have a very clear formula of like, which I'm not really bored of. It just feels like I'm watching a TV show now. Mostly, it's like, you know, you have the you know, you end up in a conflict, you get backed against a wall, everything's hopeless, and then, you know, freaking ex machina, and then they get out, and then they're backed against a wall again, new conflict, everything's
Monkey brain
hopeless.
solutions.
Yeah, just over and over and over again. But it's always like a fun new way of getting out of a corner
Yeah, it's
each time.
So far, I think it's a satisfying game loop.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, I'm digging the hell out of it. I could see how some people could criticize it though. Like, I can see how people would be able to leave a review and be like, "Oh, it's a bit repetitive" or something.
It's the same story over
Right.
and again, just with different paint.
Right. But I'm digging it. But yeah, that's all I'm thinking about, really.
We watched the Stranger Things 5 trailer yesterday.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool that that's coming out. It's cool that it will be the end. Hopefully they can end it on a good note, because that show's been pretty good all the way through. And then I'm just excited for people that haven't watched it at all, that get to watch from the very beginning to the very end in a single like binge, because that would be like ecstasy, you know, be like insane
Oh, yeah.
to be able to do that. Like,
There's two things I wish I could have, like amnesia, so I can experience something like that again. Like Avatar The Last Airbender
right?
and Outer Wilds.
Yeah.
I would love to forget everything about both of those things and experience it with like fresh eyes once again.
Yeah, I feel like I thought Outer Wilds, I thought they were going to come out with like a full sequel, like a whole new system or something.
I never heard anything about that, but I
Well,
know there's
I don't-
DLC coming out soon.
I just thought they were going to do it, you know? Like, I had a feeling that that's where that was going, but it never happened. They just sort of expanded on the world, which is cool. It's cool to have like more, but also like, I really would have liked to see new ideas in that same sort of vibe.
Yeah.
Maybe like a different alien race, different scenario or something. I don't know.
We should play the game again because I got the DLC, but I never played it.
Yeah,
So I don't really know what it's about.
right. I think I also did, and I played some of the game at some point, but I don't think I played it with the DLC. I don't think. I don't know. I do know that the game is like really slow, and and it takes a very long time to make any sort of meaningful progress in it in terms of
Yeah.
understanding the story. But it is super fun. But yeah.
Back to Stranger Things. Were there ever like any parts of the show that you not necessarily didn't like, but just didn't enjoy as much? Because personally, I found season 3 is a bit of it feels like an outlier compared to the other seasons. It's just I can't really put any words to it yet. I haven't given it too much concise thought, but it just feels different from 1, 2, and 4.
I mean, they're definitely growing up, like the kids in it. So it's changing the vibe of the show a lot as
Yeah.
it's going. And obviously the 4th season, it's going to be the same thing. And that definitely makes a huge difference. It's like how, like, I want to say like Harry Potter, the Harry Potter movies, as those came out, like the vibe changed a lot. Like,
oh yeah.
It was a lot more kiddie, like, you know, in the first ones, and then as it went on, it got more and more mature, more dark, more kind of gritty, I guess. And I feel like that's kind of the direction that Stranger Things has been going in. So I expect it to be pretty dark. At least I hope it is.
Season 4 actually scared me at some points when I
Yeah.
first watched it. Like, it actually started making me like anxious. I was like, oh
Yeah.
my god, this is amazing.
It's great that they're willing to kill off characters, like, or at least get close to killing off characters, killing off some characters, like, because they have a lot of really good actors. People in that show, you learn to like really like them and understand their personalities. So like losing any of them is sort of devastating. So it's like you can trust the show not to baby you too much and to be like, yeah, we're willing to like just kill off, especially because it's going to be the last season. So they could really do some big heavy hitters.
oh yeah.
And, you know, I don't think it would hurt anything because it's not like there's going to be seasons afterwards where you're like, I really missed that character. You know, it's like, well, they're gone now. But it was a happy ending for everyone else or whatever. Like they can go with that route. So I don't know. I have no idea what they're going to do, but I am excited to see where that goes. I know my favorite thing about Stranger Things, like all of the show, is the sound design in
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Because it's
it's
like
super
the
good.
freaking music and all of the effects. The effects are already great, but like they really know how to make like the show sound impactful, and like to create the atmosphere in the show is like really, really, really good. So weirdly enough, like that's, I think, what I'm the most excited about. It's like to me, it's like, it's so weird, but like in my head, I'm like, it's like an album, you know, it's like listening to an album, but like it has a visual too. Like I'm like super obsessed with the sound design in
It's
it.
gonna be super dope to listen to with our sound system too.
Right.
I don't think we've ever watched it out here.
We have, I think. Didn't we watch season 3 out here? I mean, I just remember Stranger Things is crazy out here.
Oh yes, I remember we did watch seasons 1 to 4 out here.
Right. Or 3? Wait, how many seasons are there? I thought there
There's
was only
4 seasons.
Oh, really? I thought there were only 3 and this is the 4th one.
No, this is the 5th season.
Okay, goddamn.
But I think we were planning on watching it again with Matt because I don't think he's watched much of it.
Yeah.
That'd be fun to watch.
Yeah. It would be very, very, very fun to watch.
Still have to finish Squid Games though.
Yeah. Well, but got to be close to that, right?
We've only watched 1 episode,
Oh,
but
good Lord.
it's a short season. Only has 6 episodes.
Yeah, we should get on that. We should watch more of that this Friday
Yeah.
because we got like a lot of stuff to catch up on there. But yeah, that's it. I got nothing else except a new Tron movie's coming out. That's kind of neat.
Very
I'm worried they're gonna screw it up.
could be good. Could be.
I don't know. I'm not so sure about the whole going into the real world thing. Like again, they implied it at the end of the last movie, but like, or they put it in there, and I was like, that's fine. Like it's the end of the movie. I can forgive them for that goofiness or whatever.
Yeah.
But then we're just gonna fully embrace like, oh yeah, they really are just taking over the whole overworld or whatever. And I'm just like, I don't know how much that's really even gonna appeal to me. I like the world of Tron. I like the Tron world. I like the Tron atmosphere and the buildings and the you know, the tracks and the
Yeah.
and all of the like the crazy, like anything can pop up from like the creators, the people in control. I thought that was really cool. I don't know about bringing it into the real world and being, because they're going to make it some weird super political commentary thing, because the whole background of Tron is like the guy's like trying to make the perfect world and obviously ends up creating some sort of horrible authoritarian nightmare thing.
Hellhole.
And it's like, that's cool. It's like vaguely political, but not like largely political. We're talking about this like virtual world or whatever. And like he has ambitions of like going to the real world or whatever and like doing that there. But like it doesn't really ever play out that way. But now that they're going to actually do it, I'm afraid that it's just going to be this huge political commentary on like what is like what like the perfect world or whatever.
It is
like
Disney.
yeah, I don't know. I'm a little worried about it or what direction they're going to take it, because I just want it to be cool. I just mostly would like that show to just be about the visuals and everything. But yeah,
I suppose we have to go back.
we do. We got to leave.
All right. Well, to Friday.
Yeah.
Bye.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
Friday.
Friday.
Oh. Sorry, I just hyperventilated a lot before starting the episode just to see how that would go.
I'm sure it feels good.
I feel like I'm falling down pretty far.
Friday.
It's Friday.
Friday morning or
Wow.
afternoon.
Yeah. I
How's
just had like
Friday?
a try. Just like I felt like I passed through the veil just now.
I hear everything's on fire at your job.
Yeah, it's a horrible nightmare. Everything is gone. Well, I'm the one that started the fire, and I was putting the fire out for like 2 hours. Oh man, I feel weird. I feel very weird still. Yeah, it was a disaster, but I sorted it out like right at the end, and I kind of got my stuff together, and then I sent like a bombshell message to my supervisor. So hopefully, when I get back, she'll be like, "Yeah, great job, everything's okay," and
It
not,
was I.
"Hey, that's not good." So it's gonna be
No
one of the
bueno.
two. Yeah,
It was I that started the fire.
yeah. But
It was never burning until I started the fire.
how's it going?
Pretty good. I clutched some corrections,
All right.
which was very nice. I
Yeah.
was like, I can't leave early unless. Oh, by the way, I'm not going back to work.
Right.
But I was like, I can't leave early unless I finish this thing, and I finished it with like 5 minutes to spare. So I was like, yes, I'm out of here.
Nice.
It was kind of annoying because like I wasn't waiting for me to finish it by the end of it. I was waiting for the program to finish running reports,
Right.
which sometimes there's like this like zipped file that they want us to run sometimes, and it doesn't just run like one individual report. It runs like, I don't know, like 20 or so reports at once.
Right.
So it takes like 15 minutes for it to run, and I was just sitting there sweating like, come on.
Yeah.
30 minutes to spare. The report runs, and it's corrupted. So I have to run it again. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I run it again, download it, nothing happens. It's not even corrupted. It just doesn't appear. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
So then I run it for the third time, and third time's the charm. It works.
A lot of those reports, you have to like delete all of the previous attempts files before you generate a new one.
Yeah, I think that's what the issue was.
Right. It likes to like, it confuses itself. I think when it goes to actually put the file in the folder, it's like the file's already there, and then it just like either corrupts it or like doesn't work at all.
Nice try, bucko.
God, I just choked on saliva. I had a similar problem. I had basically the same scenario where I was like, I really, really needed this file to be done because I submitted stuff that I should not have submitted, and I needed to fix it like ASAP before somebody noticed. So I was like trying to quickly fix all of that stuff before anybody found out, and I was having to wait on reports, and I made a bunch of changes, and then the last thing I needed was a specific report, and it was taking so long, I went ahead and uploaded everything I already had, not including that one report, on the off chance that maybe if somebody sees it, they won't notice that one's missing. And then I went and finished that report, and then re-uploaded everything. But it took ages. I was sat there like, please, just finish. It was stressing me out. Yeah, basically just a little stress today. But
On a different topic, this
oh God, I'm sorry. I'm still recovering from my inhalation. What?
deep breaths.
Mm-mm.
No more breathing.
No, I'm good.
I'm making a delicious, hopefully delicious butter chicken curry tonight.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm very excited for this. Whenever you come back from work, it's going to reek like an Indian restaurant in here.
That's pretty sweet.
I'm going to break out all the spices. Garam masala, cordon powder, freaking, what's it called? Turmeric. It's going to be yellow.
Nice.
Going to make some special rice with basmati rice. Going to make it yellow again and make it all brown with the garam masala. I'm going to put peas in it and onions. I'm going to cook it in broth instead of water. It's going to taste so good.
Nice. I only like I'm hyped. It's gonna be fucking. That sounds really cool. I haven't had. I don't. When was the last time you made curry?
I made a lentil curry like a year ago.
Right. I freaking love curry.
It's
So,
great.
I'm excited as hell.
I got off work early because like I feel fine and everything, but I could start the curry at like 4 whenever we get off work.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like those extra few hours of me cooking it like now it'll add so much more flavor, especially if I get the chicken ready and put it in the curry and just let it cook down for like 4 or 5 hours. Oh
Right.
yeah, it'll be super savory. The texture will be amazing. It'll just fall apart in your mouth like freaking cotton candy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm hyped. Should be pretty cool.
Pretty delicious.
Man, I only the other night re-uploaded the last podcast because the intro wasn't proper. Like, it was like only part of the intro. It wasn't all the way there. So that's already fixed on everything. But it sucks that on the YouTube version of the podcast, it's still broken, and there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, technically, I could like fix that, but I'm not going to because that's a pain in the ass.
Is it just the intro where you explain what lunch break is?
Yeah, it literally just skips all of that and just goes straight to the boom sound effect, and then we just immediately start talking.
Okay.
Instead of the intro being on it. It's just kind of odd that like randomly on episode like 15 or whatever we're on, it does that.
It's pretty crazy. We've been doing this for so long now.
Yeah, I mean it's the same. It's pretty much just how often we work. So it just stacks, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I ever mention my fucking mouth guard that I got? I spent like $850 on a new mouth guard that it still isn't here. It was 2 weeks ago that I had that made. And
mine took 6 months to be made.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's completely crazy. Like, they told me it was going to be 3 weeks. So I'm like kind of expecting them to call me like next week. But like, why the hell would it take 6 months for that to be made?
I have no idea. Why is it so expensive?
I don't know. Apparently it's I don't know what the excuse is for. I guess it's the materials that it's made out of, but they literally are 3D printing it. So how expensive could it be to get like whatever the material thread?
Is it made out of fucking gold?
Like it's some kind of like material, like specific, like specially engineered material specifically for that.
It seems like a really durable plastic, because like the one I have is like it's just clear plastic, but I can bite down really hard on it and it doesn't break.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I get it's just apparently like a high quality material or whatever, but like the actual process is them putting a thing in your mouth to scan your freaking teeth, which I'm sure the thing is kind of expensive, but no more than like $500. I can't imagine. The software was so goofy. Like, while she was scanning my teeth, it was playing music every time she did it to inform that she's doing it correctly. So it would literally go in and hear like ding 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 ding. And I was like, this is fucking strange. And she finally was finished with that. And it's like, when I got there, I didn't know it was gonna be that expensive. I was hoping like $100 to $200.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Like, yeah, like maybe $300. I was like, that would be like worst case scenario. $850. I was like, God damn, is this thing better last the rest of my life? And they're like, oh, it'll last you like maybe 2-3 years. Like, what? That's insane. But whatever.
Have you seen the auto brusher?
No.
It's like this mouth guard that you put toothpaste in and it brushes your teeth for you.
Oh, I have seen that. I don't trust that at all.
Yeah, me neither. It seems kind of sketchy.
Sounds like you're trying to cut corners and you're going to regret it.
Sounds like something that Jimmy Neutron would use.
The auto brusher. Yeah, no, I don't think that would be great at all. I don't even like I've heard the automatic toothbrushes are cool, and I have kind of thought about getting one of those, but it's just like, I don't know, you might as well just brush your freaking teeth. Like, toothbrushes are cheap. It's not that much extra effort, although apparently it's like it can potentially like do a better job at cleaning your teeth.
My dentist says it helps break up the calculus more.
Right, the calcium, I guess.
No, they always call it calculus.
That's what?
I don't know why.
Weird.
Maybe it's like the scientific term for the buildup of calcium. I don't know.
I have no idea. But yeah, like, that's the only thing I can think of that would like step up your mouth cleaning game, except for one of those like those like floss things that are like, it shoots a jet of water or whatever, like they're called picks or whatever, ice picks or not ice picks, but whatever, I don't know what they're called. Those are cool, except I know they hurt. I had the dentist when I last went to the dentist, he used one of those on my gums and it was fucking kind of horrible.
Is that the thing that makes like that sound effect? Ugh.
I guess, but it like shoots a jet of water like down in between the gums of your teeth, and it just feels like a knife going like shh. Or it literally feels like somebody taking a pick and going down in between each teeth, because it's essentially what it is. It's just the pick's made of water. It hurts. It does not feel good.
Would you ever consider being a dental assistant?
No. No, it's gross.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. Our old boss at Taco Bell wants to be a dental assistant.
Yeah. I mean, it pays well.
Yeah.
For sure.
Apparently, you don't have to go to school for it or anything. You get like a quick certification, and then boom, you're ready to go.
Right. Pays well and it's easy to do, and you could probably get good at it, and it would be kind of rewarding to be good at it, but also it's gross. And
Yeah, oral hygiene really grosses me out.
it's pretty. It can definitely be like I think a lot of doctors agree that like some of the most absolutely horrendous smells can come from the mouth.
Ugh.
Like even like horrible gaping wounds on the body, even just like pure shit. Like the mouth can produce some of the most rancid, terrible smells.
Could also imagine it's like a pain in the ass to deal with people's mouths. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm a pretty like reasonable, chill person at the dentist, but I could imagine other people are just like constantly moving around, being really difficult, or they have like really sensitive teeth, so you have to stop over and over and over again.
Yeah. I don't know. I have. It just sounds horrible. And also it's like terrifying because like I don't know. I'm always like the idea of being scared at a dentist is really just about like if they screw something up, like it's not like anything else. It's like if you can have a surgery and have it be slightly botched, like they screw something up, and then you can recover from it. But if you go to a dentist and they like slice your gum open or like fuck a tooth up, chip a tooth in a horrible way, there is no coming back from that. Your gums don't grow back. Your gums can very minorly heal, but only to like reseal if it's like slit open, like something like that. But if you lose any material of your gum, you don't get it back. You can repair it by doing like grafts from the roof of your mouth, but that's the only way to get that material back. And obviously you can't grow teeth. So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of freaky. Everything to do with the mouth is always just like putting shit back together.
Gross and horrible.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan.
How did your wisdom teeth surgery go?
It was fine. I remember it was like weird and like not super fun, but it was fine. I didn't have any issues after, I don't think.
Yeah, I didn't either. I didn't have any pain or anything. Like the worst thing was like afterwards I was really thirsty and I tried to drink, but my mouth was numb, so I couldn't. But I remember like looking around my mouth afterwards and it felt like they just like went to town on like the sides of my cheeks. They were just like little slices everywhere. I was like, what the hell did they do to me?
That's crazy.
I was just like looking at like, I could imagine like one or two, but they were like all over like both sides of my cheeks. I was like, what the fuck is this? And it didn't hurt or anything. It just felt like someone just went like, or like little paper cuts.
That's nuts. I didn't have anything like that. My cheeks were fine.
Yeah, it's fully healed now. My cheeks are fine.
I got good cheeks. No, I don't know. That's crazy. It went really well for me. I was really scared that I'd have to go back and get some like material removed or something if they missed some tooth or something in there. Although, like, I think realistically a lot of that will just get pushed out naturally or whatever. But I can still smell that bacon. John cooked bacon before we got here, and I still just smell like I guess it's like oak or like syrup, maple syrup bacon. Like it's probably maple bacon or something.
Yeah.
It's very strong.
I thought it was Indian food smell at first, but I just have Indian food on the mind.
Yeah. I am hyped. You don't have to go back.
No. I'm going to start
sucks.
cooking basically immediately. I just got to drop you off at work and then go to Kroger and get some stuff and then boom, I'm ready to go.
Yeah. I did officially finish the kimchi video.
Very excited for that.
Well, I say officially. There's still one more thing I might actually go back in and change again, but
and the thumbnail.
Yeah, and the thumbnail's it's going to be at just a minute, but yeah, I mean it's essentially done. I had to add another 5 minutes to it because I cut out 5 minutes of it on accident. I think what happened was I was working on the music and I had a piece of music that was longer than I thought it was, and when I deleted it, I hit the wrong delete button. There's two delete buttons. One of them gets rid of just the thing selected, and the other one gets rid of the thing selected along with anything else on the timeline above it, or like in tangent with it. And I think it was just it was like a 5 minute piece of music, and when I removed it, it just took away like a whole 5 minute section of the video. And it was already finished, like it was fully edited and everything. I didn't know it was gone, so I just continued to edit. I knew something was weird, but I didn't know exactly what, and I couldn't exactly find where the problem was. And then we were reviewing it, and you were like, "Oh, is that it?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, that is it." And then when I went back in and like pulled it out, I was like, oh my God, it was more than 5 minutes. It was probably like 8 minutes that I had to cut down to 5 minutes and fully re-edit from scratch, because at that point, all the previous edits were gone. Any asset or any part of it that was attached to it was deleted as well. So,
is this the longest Kinshi video out of all of them?
no, the longest one was the first one, which was like 43 minutes or something. This
that's
is
good.
one of the longer ones.
Isn't it over 30?
Yeah, it's about 35 minutes.
Okay.
I think it's probably about on par with the second longest one, which was the second one we did, which was about 30 minutes. They got progressively shorter as they went on, but this is the longest one since.
Mm-hmm. I remember watching it and being consistently entertained, but just thinking in the back of my mind, like, this is a little long.
Yeah, it's a little long. There was some stuff that, like, I mean, in theory, I could chop it up a little bit more, but I don't really think I want to, because I'm fine with what's in it. And, like, I don't want to, like, take any risks of fucking up continuity.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want it to be like, oh, we did this, and then we got there. I don't want it to be like, oh, we changed locations for no reason.
Do you have an idea for what the background of the thumbnail would be?
No. I haven't picked a thumbnail at all yet.
The thing that jumps to mind is, like, the bit where Sekit is in, like, the cage, and he's got his rebirth uniform on, and, like, I look at his face, and he's, like, incredibly sad looking.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, having him, like, between us or
Yeah,
something.
no, that would be fine. Yeah, it really doesn't matter too much, because it gets covered up by us, the couch, and the logo.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I do think that would be good. Hopefully it will, like, bleed through the logo text or something a little bit. But yeah, that's that. I gotta go back to hell, and it is Friday. We're going to the gym. I haven't been to the gym in a long time. What?
Doing new lifts today.
Yeah. It should be cool. I think I'm ready. I meant to do, like, stretches and stuff yesterday. I wasn't going to exercise yesterday, but I was going to do, like, lots of stretches. I didn't do anything.
Oopsies.
So I'm a little nervous that I'm going to be, like, stiff and not 100% there today, but whatever. Hopefully I'm all right.
Well, I guess it's time to bring you back to hell.
I don't really want to go. I want to procrastinate as much as I can. I'm playing Kingdom Hearts. That game's really fun.
When you walk away, please don't hear me say,
dude,
please.
I've been wanting to play it so bad, but I've been stuck editing and I've been depressed. I'm like, I don't want to edit. I just want to play Kingdom Hearts.
It is a really fucking good
like,
game.
And then I'm scared of the longer I don't play it, the more I'm, like, gonna be, like, not know what to do. I might actually open up that stupid guide you sent me. I just didn't want to use it because at this point it's about saving time more than anything else. But I like the experience of not knowing what to do and having to figure it out, and the reward of figuring it out as I go.
It's
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, it's insane to me how often I have to use that freaking guide.
Yeah.
Like, even for the first level, like the intro island level. I mean, I
haven't looked at any guide the whole time so far, and I've made it all the way to Tarzan, and, like, I'm almost done with that level. I haven't looked at any guide. I just figured it out. I've been feeling pretty good about it. Like, that's why I'm, like, reluctant to do it, but just to get the game going again, maybe. But I might not do it. I might stick to my guns here and continue just figuring it out, because I've been pretty successful at it.
That's good.
I'm proud of it. I'm like, yeah, this is not so bad. I thought it was going to be more of a challenge. Some of the bits I was, like, really amazed that I even figured out what to do. Like, I just noticed. Also, weird memories. Like, I remembered a bunch of stuff. Like, I was like, I know there's something on top of a tree somewhere. I know I need that. And, like, somehow, like, my memory was, like, conjuring up memories of how to solve some puzzles in that game. I have no idea what they were from or where I remembered them from. Yeah, I really should just leave. I really don't want to. Okay, I guess I'll go.
One more deep breath and then we can get out of here.
I don't want to do that again. All right.
To the weekend.
All right. Bye.
Bye.